We're starting out with
Starting with pelvis. Can you just kind of move on around here a little bit?
Yep.
Start with 80 pelvis. So starting that out right away, I'm going to kind of focus you here, okay? Can you give me a lead blocker, please? One of the blue ones. Yeah, one of those. Here. Yes. That's fine.
No, it's in the slide right on that one.
And then give me one of the big. Yeah, give me both of those actually.
This is the gross one?
Yeah.
I should know where it is.
This looks good compared to the ones at the hospital.
Yeah, but have you been?
Yeah, that's what's frightening. There's no blood on this one. There's no barf. There's no snot. Okay. So I just kind of have her up a little bit so she can see, but normally they would be totally flattened out. Okay. Yeah, that's what's true. So one of the things when people get on your table or anything like that, of course you have to straighten them out. So if I had to, I would come down to the end and I'd say, I'm going to straighten down a little bit. I just kind of pull on their feet, straighten them out where I need to straighten them out to. And then what I'm going to do too is I'm going to have, knowing I have to do a pelvis first, I'm going to do what?
Turn your feet in.
Heels out.
Oh.
And toes in. If they have difficulty doing this, you can put, of course, put whatever you want to here. So, you know, if I had whatever I needed to use right here, I'd stick that right there, and then I would take this like that. If somebody can't do that themselves, okay? Glove boxes work really good. Rolled up towels work really good.
Is there something about the cathode end too, making sure that the head is?
I don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
Nope. You'll never use that in practice.
Excellent.
Some old 50, 60-year-old tech's going to ask you about it, though.
Yeah.
You'll never see it now.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, it will be on your registry.
Oh.
Wait, for what?
For the cathode
yeah.
end, head of the
No,
cathode
that's a
end for
scorpion.
pelvis.
I used to have a bunch of these.
Set
I had
this
a
up
neck,
somewhere.
I had a necklace that matched it. Oh, my kids. Oh, my kids got it for me.
It's like a little filtration.
All right, so heels out, toes in. So then I'm going to poke at her here just a little bit. I got a 14 by 17 in right now crosswise. I'm going to poke you. So right here's her aces. Right here's the top of her crest. I'm just going to move this just a little bit to about an inch above the top of her crest. And I'm going to show you too. So here's her aces. Here's her pubic symphysis. If I went midway, that's the other central ray. Right now I'm about an inch difference. I'm okay with that. But I can tell I got her pubic symphysis on, I got her aces on. I'm dead midline. I'm pretty good.
So you're saying is the top of the iliac crest?
Yes.
I mean,
One
inch
inch
above
above
iliac
iliac
crest?
Sorry, we're
1 inch above iliac crest.
We're gonna be a little bit more.
And just thinking about
See,
this,
she is
you know,
nice.
3-4 months ago, you guys wouldn't have ever done that.
Where'd it go?
I know, I can feel it.
You know what I mean?
Backward.
It's right there.
I know, but
She's like, over to the left a little bit.
Dude, I'm not used to like fondling females.
see, once I get to spine, though,
But you will be.
backwards all the time.
You will be. Don't worry about it.
I challenge you to find mine.
Shit. I had my mammogram done.
Play that game.
It was not fun.
No, was that the first one?
No, it's
Oh,
not like
okay.
8. Yeah. Let's see. So that's pelvis. Same question. Oh, it's terrible.
I know.
Yeah. And if you're going to shield something with your shield, boobs, shield boobs. Okay?
Of course, when I hit the button, I'm like, the light.
Oh, that light.
Yes.
Courtney.
Don't forget your marker.
Oh yeah.
Marker, you're talking
So,
about.
as far as
Come
your,
over there. Throw me some.
so where exactly would you put
Come here to the right.
the marker?
Or just something
Above
down.
the crest, yeah, but you don't have a whole lot. I mean, this is pretty
Oh, no, we got
tuned in.
Prepared. Okay, so my marker, and because I have a bucky tray right here, I have my 14 by 17 in here, I would take my marker and either put it up here in the corner or here. Now, she is tiny enough I can stick it here in the light. Lots of times you're going to have a patient that is not tiny enough, and they're going to have a lot of excess hippage, right? You're going to just basically, imagine her hips were out here, but you're going to just kind of stick that up on top as far out of the pelvis. So here's her here's her crest right there. I might stick that up there in that light just to
So you're
So
actually
you
gonna
can actually
put
put it
that
on
on
the
the
patient.
You're
patient?
going to a lot. Think of if you were digital. If you're digital, you don't even have a tray.
Oh,
You stick it on the patient, or if they have light, because she's thin enough, I can just stick it on the table where there is no patient anatomy. Okay? Some people like to put it down here, but I don't, because right here's a greater trochanter, in which I'd have to repeat that.
Doesn't matter if you mark right or left. Doesn't matter.
No, but since you're closest here, and their head's usually down in here on the left-hand side, you can mark closest side. All right, now we're gonna go to just AP hip. Just a 10 by 12 lengthwise. Now I'm gonna show you how Von Traeger does it. Do you want another thing that holds it up?
It's really far back. I can't
Is
see
it too far back? I'll use this one for now. No. Matter?
Gonna slide.
You gonna slide? Okay, back up. I'll try to. Throw me that. Yeah,
It's a little better. This patient thing's hard.
See, it is hard work. Yeah. Okay. 10 by 12 again. That's all you need is a 10 by 12, unless what? Unless you have a prosthetic, in which case typically you can, and I usually ask too before I start shooting. Have you ever had a hip replacement? Have you ever had any of that done? Yes, no, and then I know automatically, all right, I gotta get this, it's gotta be a bunch of this. Okay? Not necessarily.
For a prosthetic, is it usually called femur?
No, it usually goes about a third to a half. Now that's not the same as a femur rotting, necessarily. We're just talking about a hip replacement.
It's anything big.
All right. Okay, so if you take a look here, we can always use that T method and go poke at you again here. So here's her ACIS, here's her pubic symphysis, here's the top of my T. 1.5 inches down is head, another inch down is neck, right? Okay, but pretty much all I'm going to do is, if I take a look here, here's her underwear line, that's her crease, right? This goes about on her head, this is about on her neck. If you look again, you can do it a different way. 1 inch in and 4, and I usually just do this, because this is 4 inches for me. Which makes it really simple. So I go 1 inch in and I go like this and ham on it, which also works. But the easiest way, and this is a tech trick that I learned when I was a student, is, if you've noticed, I've not moved the top of my leg. Here's her ACIS. Right? Just put the top of your leg at their ACIS, and your light will find its way down. Now, if I'm using a 14 by 17, will my central ray be here or will it be lower? It'll be lower, but that's okay. I'm still going to include all this in. It'll be about down to here. Make sense? And then again, this is a cylinder. Her leg is a cylinder, so I want to make sure I'm in the, kind of in the middle of that. I can take my shielding on that side, no problem, right? Take my marker right here in the light because she's skinny enough.
And if I was a dude,
If you were a dude and I had to shield this, I'd probably shield something like that.
no, they wouldn't have clothes on it. They'd have a gown on.
With a gown on.
So how do you?
Yeah, this is actually really lucky that she's wearing, yoga pants for me.
Yeah.
But typically they'll have a gown, and I'll just feel, either 4 greater trochanter. I usually feel for pubic symphysis. And then, and this might, you don't want to put this too far in here because once you start going far in here, they still want to see some of the soft tissue. So, something like that is more appropriate. On a guy, you can definitely, hide that stuff. Especially on a single view. Single's
At least
pretty,
half of it.
yeah, at least half of it. I'm going to go roll back to a pelvis here real quick. If this was a guy and I had to shield on this pelvis like this, it would be more something like that. That's what it would be though. But you think about it, on guys.
She didn't cover much.
Well, but
You must be awfully high.
but here's the thing though. Guys, their parts are, they're not sticking straight out unless they're 4 to 15, right? After that age, they're starting to move down. Everything is kind of down in between their legs, and they'll drop once they're on their feet.
Do you have a specific lead for that? Like
Just a small, maybe a small egg leg.
Yeah,
I don't
right,
know.
well, right.
Yeah, like
Like a cup design or.
they do have a cup design. It looks like an egg. It looks like this. I actually think they have a couple of them in there. It literally looks like an ostrich egg. It's about not circular, or I mean like 3D, but it's just a circle like this, and it's a piece of lead that can go over like this. You can also use the collimator ones. So if I had a small, literally, they're about the size of a pencil eraser. If I put it up here, it happens then, if I put a lead marker up here, and it's just a little circle, it will magnify itself down here. So you can use those too if you have them to your advantage. So yeah,
So in the book, I saw a picture where they did a female and they're like, shit,
don't do it.
don't do it.
Nope, never seen it done.
Aren't you totally gonna like blow the anatomy?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, I
That's
was
why-
looking at that too, I'm like.
that's
oh,
why I
God.
wrote,
Try.
don't even try it.
Don't even-
Don't even do it. On a woman, if you are there testing and you're doing a pelvis, you just shield boobs. Yep, just 0.4.
How many eggs we have? 10 billion, 20
10,
million or something.
80,000. I should have sold some of them.
We made some huge.
I should have. I
They
would have
are
made
so
some boob
picky.
books.
They're so picky. It's crazy. Like you could be like, you have to have a certain
IQ.
yes, like all of that and health, like
Wow,
history.
really?
Oh yeah,
Like
weight.
clean
I
genetics?
think
Yeah.
weight and height.
Everything.
is a big factor.
And then they pick you too.
I'd be
Like,
no
they pick you
file.
into eye color, hair color,
Yeah, all of
skin
it.
color,
It's crazy.
extracurricular activities.
No,
For your eggs.
No,
We're
it's
talking about
not.
some.
but you get good money.
They do
like
like 10 to
guys
15,000 and
Hey,
What the?
it could be a book.
Maybe I'll think about
My
that.
wife would call here.
We need some money.
Seriously.
And I know that you-
Extracting them though is a fun process.
They literally stick a needle through you like
Yeah, I
that. Big ass long
I
needle and-
can think that would be
Yeah.
comfortable. but-
I feel like you better be getting more than one.
And you know you're not
And
getting
I-
anesthesia because that might
And I
screw something
know,
up.
well, I know that you have to take a bunch of hormones and stuff like that to double your chances that they're going to be able to draw out of the egg. So like, you have to take a bunch of stuff. Or I'll wait to get, I don't know, 10, 15 grand? Better than stripping. I don't know.
I don't know.
Feet
Some
in.
girls make
Yeah.
some huge
Um,
coin.
For the AP hip.
For the AP hip, correct. Feet were the same for the AP hip.
So CR for AP hip. That was top light at ACES.
Top of the line at ACES or central ray on the neck. So it would look like that.
So for a guy for testing, we just try to shoot something.
So on a guy, I mean, if I'm testing on a guy, I do something wrong with that.
Okay.
You try. If you get half of them, great. Just try.
As long as you put it
There.
there. You'll get the point.
Yes. I mean, it's not like you can go, hold on, check out where they are, and then be like, oh, hold on.
If it's a
Can't
half,
do that.
if it's a half one, could you always
It's okay if
just
I
ask
feel
them
in
with
that
the
look.
hand to kind of hold it steady there or no?
Are you saying like there?
I wouldn't worry about
Alright.
Would this be a large focus spot for you?
Yes.
Good question.
Large focal spot, 308.
Nice.
Correct. Okay, so I'm gonna go right into a frog leg from here because that's typically what we would do.
Hang on. You said something about AP with hip. There's the bond trigger way, and then did you
yeah.
go over both? I don't know.
Yeah, I showed you. So the T way,
Oh, you're talking about the methods.
finding it, the methods.
Okay.
The T way, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The team where the bond trigger.
Yes, T way's bond trigger. 1 and 4 is bond trigger. I'm find your underwear line and put the top of the leg. That's it.
Nice.
The simple way.
In simple way. Okay, so if you have to do a frog leg hip, that's assuming that she can move around. So she came in, she walks around, she's like, oh yeah, I hurt my hip, fell down, but she's walking on it. Or you can see her, she's on a cart, but she's moving it. Doesn't really have a lot of problems with it. Go ahead and frog leg them. So, and I typically look at my AP still, just to make sure they're not fractured, okay? So the knee comes all the way up,